Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly singles love reading for Aquarius. How are you guys this week, Aquarius? Hope all's well. All right, Aquarius, let's see what's happening. The energy surrounding single Aquarius in their love life. What is it they need to know? And the prospects. Oops, we got a bunch coming out. Okay, so some of you, I do feel being a little careful with what you wish for. Some of you didn't get something you wanted at some point here. You didn't get that cup filled. Okay, been there, done that. So I feel like you're being a little cautious. Okay, yeah, keeping some of your feelings to yourself. But you see, this is also an energy of someone who often wears a mask. They often hide their true self. So I say being a little cautious. Yeah, so it's energy of speaking up. You got your sword up here. That sword is out, Aquarius. Yeah, you're speaking your mind. I feel like you've become very discerning and cautious because you've been there, done that. So I do see communication coming in out of the blue. I do see somebody possibly coming back around. But I'm going to tell you, there's a situation here I feel that's happened. And that's why I feel that been there, done that. Okay. Yeah, been there, done that. So it's an energy of, I feel, kind of moving on yourself. This is something who's likely, something changed you possibly forever here. Yeah, you see, you've released things that no longer serve you. Know you've learned some lessons. You know your worth and value. So you've learned to be very cautious. All right. Yeah, a little careful because I feel like you filled somebody's cup, you gave them what they wanted, you never got what you wanted. So this is where I feel like when a situation doesn't serve you. You release it. But what's so interesting here, as I do see change for the better as far as your love life goes. Yeah, I see you're leaving something behind. I do feel like you're willing to take a risk again, I feel, but you're going to be wiser, okay? Be a little more cautious about it, but you will go down this path. You could have an Aries coming in, but I feel like it's just yourself, an energy of being bold, pushing through fear, okay, because you're releasing that too. So it's not like you're afraid, okay. I do feel it's an energy of speaking up and being bold, living in the moment, but I do feel there's a change for the better. It has to do with something here where there's a mutual energy. See some Taurus. This is lifestyle habits, the way you conduct yourself. You have faith in yourself to make the right choice. Yeah, there it is. The Empress. You've learned some lessons. You know your worth and value. So I do feel like you've learned to raise the bar a little high. Becoming more picky, particular, much more discerning, questioning everything. Yeah, but I do think you're open to something here, open to something new. And I do feel like you've learned to be patient. The Empress is often patient. This is making sure that you're on the same page with someone before you take, you're learning to look before you leap. But I feel like you push through the fear. You're not afraid of taking a risk. You've taken risks before, but one thing about it is you're a little more cautious now. Yeah, very nice. So this looks very good for you, but it has to do with something to do with the timing here too. Okay. Yeah, the right time, the right place. But I do feel it has to do with whoever it is that comes in. It's an energy of you having faith in yourself. Okay. To make choices, to do the right thing. Your morals, your values. You're definitely going to make sure you're on the same page. But I do feel there's somebody here you might have a mutual energy with someone here. Yeah, I see someone here, possibly a Gemini energy. It's an energy of manifesting. This is someone here who often keeps a lot to themselves. Now, it's often a form of manipulation. So this is where I feel, fool me once, fool me twice. Yeah, been there, done that. So you do have somebody possibly coming in. But it is an energy of being careful what it is you're manifesting. Okay? Be careful what you're manifesting here, because you might actually get it. And it could be a Gemini. It doesn't have to be. I see a Taurus too. So that's often connected with the Empress. High morals, high standards. I feel you become a little pickier, more particular. But let's have a look at this communication coming in out of the blue. Yeah, this could be someone at a distance, but I also feel it's an energy. Something else you've learned is to take more time to get to know somebody. Okay? Moving forward calmly and peacefully, applying those to the next situation. I feel like you've got this, whatever is happening here. Yeah, I do see options and possibilities, keeping your options open. Interesting. But it's also an energy when someone starts to treat you, when you're already in some sort of relationship or a connection with someone. It's an energy of making sure it's mutual too. Okay. That's where I feel. And this could be something it's right in the heart of the reading, the star. That's your energy. So this reading's a lot about yourself, but it also has to do with options and possibilities. So it's an energy of someone looking at how, see, one last look over your shoulder, looking at how something played out. So I also see a little fantasizing and romanticizing here. Yeah, so there we go. I think you got someone here who's fantasizing about you. They could be at a distance, but it's somebody coming in. Now, this is also someone who never got what they wanted. They never got what they wanted. Now, this could be somebody who's moved on, relocated, coming back around, bringing in the lessons that they've learned. But it's also an energy of knowing when to avoid a disaster. So whatever it is that's happened, it does look like someone's possibly coming back around. Maybe moving, relocating. This is someone who never got what they wanted. But the thing is like I say, be a little careful what you're manifesting with this person. Know your worth and value, okay? Just keep your options open here. But this is someone who's, I feel you're looking at how something plays out here first. But there's this reflection on the past. That one last look over the shoulder. So what is this magician energy all about? I feel like you have all the tools, you have everything you need to manifest your desires. But I feel like you have a person coming in. Yeah, you might not see this coming, but this is also someone who can be indecisive. So if you have a tendency to be indecisive, and I know Aquarius, Gemini, Libra do, so this looks like it's this person being indecisive. Now, it's possible there's something coming in very fast. You may not see it coming. So I feel like you're getting a heads up. Yeah, see, it's an energy of someone who doesn't get something they want. This is probably the same person who didn't give you what you wanted. They didn't fill your cup. Okay, lacking of it's also someone who often doesn't show their true self. They wear a mask. They hide their true self. So there's also an energy of being a little vulnerable here as well. But I do think this is someone who comes in out of the blue, possibly moving, relocating. I feel it's someone coming back around, but I feel something, this is where I feel something changed you forever, because you have changed. So there it is, seeing the truth, the aha moment. Yeah. I see a little Sag energy. So I do see some Sagittarius. Now, there is definitely an energy of someone who's never got what they wanted. It wasn't long term. It wasn't successful. But it's also someone's pride and ego. See, so this is someone who doesn't really show their true self because of their pride, their ego. So it could be somebody who's kind of macho or kind of old school rules. They like to be a good provider. But I feel what it is, it's if you have somebody here who never gave you what you wanted, and you've kind of moved on, I feel. Because I do feel like you are ready for love again. You're ready to go for it. But it has to do with whether something is mutual. I don't know. I feel like you've changed. I don't know if this is someone you still have an attraction to. I'm not seeing new. I actually see someone you already know. But I do feel this person, if you have someone here that you were chasing, because I see you're no longer chasing, and this person comes towards you, you want to make sure if there was something this person, I don't know what happened here, whether you cut them out, you said something to this person, whatever it is that happened, I still see the energy. They never gave you something you wanted. They weren't showing their true self. Now, this could be both of you. It's an energy of having to be vulnerable. But I feel like this is someone, if you were chasing this person, you're no longer chasing. Now they're chasing you. They're coming towards you. Now, I feel what you need to do is ask why. Why is this person chasing you? Are you more successful? The Empress, you have a lot of abundance, a lot to offer. You see? Like, if they weren't interested in you before, why are they interested in you now? So don't be afraid to ask why. Okay? Now, I do see two situations as this, because I do see this fooled me once, fooled me twice. We're working on 3 times here. Now, but it could still be 2 people. Now, there is somebody here, I do feel, who definitely takes pride. They take a lot of pride in the things they do. But I feel this has to do with somebody coming in very fast out of the blue, very fiery, very flirty, very passionate. So it's the chase. To be honest, I actually feel like you're the one who's the runner now. Okay, I really do. See the crossroads. There is a choice. See, some of you have a choice. So there's several people here, and I kind of felt that at first when I seen this come up twice. Oh, it's probably yourself, because I do see you possibly in that. But now that we have the Empress, you are yourself. You are your true self. You're not afraid of showing your true self. But I feel like you've had a couple opportunities here. Now, I do feel there's something you're not going to see coming. I do feel like you've made up someone's mind for them because it's someone who kept probably coming back around. You finally, enough is enough. I'll make up, if you can't make up your mind, I'll make it up for you. And off you go. But then you've got this other person. Now, this person, I feel, they could be a Sagittarius. They could have Gemini in their chart. You may be manifesting these 2 people. But to me, it looks like, they're ready to head towards you. But it's the same thing. It has to do with this life path choice, choosing the one. See, somebody chose somebody else. They didn't choose you. But now that you're more successful, which it looks like you are, okay, it doesn't mean you have to be rich, but you have a lot of abundance. You're loving, nurturing, caring. You're very wise. You're intelligent. You're very balanced. You're very capable. So why is this person chasing after you if they chose someone else before? You're going to be asking why. And it could be someone who comes in and tells you why. So you're getting a heads up regardless. Let's have a look at this Queen of Swords. Yeah, see, focusing on work. You're just kind of doing your own thing. But it has to do with someone who didn't put in the effort. See, they weren't putting in the effort. Okay, some of you have definitely done your inner work. If you haven't, now's the time to do that, okay? Release all the things that no longer serve. Know your worth and value your inner work. But I do feel some of you have been focusing a lot on work. I can see it. I do see an energy of someone putting in the effort, yeah? Working on your house, your home, looking out for yourself, taking care of you. I see a strong financial foundation. So there is something worth celebrating for yourself, some of your goals or achievements possibly here. But see, there's that Chariot. See, someone here with some Cancer in their chart putting on the brakes, taking another look. Now, it is possible if you have somebody here who knows where you live, they could be taking a drive. They may drive by your home to see if you're home. But I also see somebody here with skills. Now, there's something going on with someone who has tools, skills. They're very capable. Someone who's a jack of all trades. They're very capable of a lot of things. They're not really perfect at any one thing, but they have a lot of skills. So if you have a choice, you may be looking to see who brings what to the table here. But I really feel if you have a person who took off in the other direction, chose another person, and then they come back around and decide to choose you. Now, that isn't always a reason to ignore somebody. I feel like you're open to at least talk. The Empress is often open. But I feel like you've had this situation with several people. But yeah, I feel like it's a been there, done that. But I see multiple opportunities, 2 people coming in out of the blue. So now I don't know if something happened during this past Mercury retrograde. It's often reminiscing with that energy, but like I say, I feel like you've got someone here who couldn't make up their mind. So you made it up for them, but then you've got this other person again who keeps all their feelings to themselves, doesn't show their true self. And this person wants to approach you. So like I feel you could be a little unapproachable. Sometimes, it's an energy of a process of healing here, because this is often someone who's been hurt. Your sword is up. You're very guarded, a little bit careful. You're protecting what's yours. You've worked very hard. So, yeah. But like I say, it's an energy of someone, the reason why someone is chasing you. If they didn't want you before, why do they want you now? But one of these people is someone who's kept their feelings to themselves. They're being cautious, careful what they wish for. So there's a vice versa energy here. Tell me about the Hierophant. Why is this here? It has to do with social structure, rules, lifestyle, habits, the way someone conducts themselves. Yeah, a little Sag energy. So there's some Sagittarius. Maybe you have that in your chart. But, I mean, this could be someone who's your type. Maybe they both have that energy if you have a type. So it's an energy of trying something different. Maybe a different type of person. Trying something different could be anything too. So we'll see. But I really feel here it has to do with tempering your passions, your words, and being patient. Try something different. The Empress energy. I feel like it's almost like you're getting a test. This is a test to see if you've learned your lessons. Because I do feel like you're very tempted to take a risk with someone because maybe you find them attractive or they have a lot of skills. They're very capable. You know, yeah, something's going on. But there it is again. Messages, communication. You have a choice here. Saying to trust your intuition, pay attention to the signs and the signals. Feel like you already know the answers you're seeking. Your intuition's quite powerful right now. Okay. So there's some, I actually feel it's telling you too, to try something different, be a little mysterious. Don't share too much of yourself. Keep your feelings, emotions to yourself. Because this is also an energy with the, where is it here? The Six of Swords. So this is also connected with this. It's an energy of being a little mysterious, letting someone discover you. Okay. So this is also an energy, something maybe that you've learned is not to share too much of yourself, to tell someone too much about you, especially don't tell them how stable you are. If you are fairly well off or very comfortable, you know, you have a house and a home, you've gone through a lot of change, and, you know, you want to make sure if anyone comes back around, they're coming in for the right reasons. And that's what I feel is really important about this. So be a little mysterious too here. Okay. Keep some of your feelings to yourself. Trust your intuition. If you feel something is off and it doesn't feel right, especially with one person. I do think there's someone here who's manipulative. Okay. It's something you may not have recognized or seen about this person before. Okay. Now it could be someone who was thinking about you that way. When you were, you know, in that youthful, playful, taking a leap of faith, maybe chasing after, but you're no longer chasing. I think you're looking at how something played out. If it isn't you, it's the other person. How a situation played out. But if something feels off, it probably is. But it's telling you to try something different, to be a little patient, just to be a little mysterious. Keep, you know, what you have, what you own, because it has to do with someone who's chasing someone for the money. Okay. So there we have a vice versa. See, the Emperor's thinking someone's just chasing them for money. Investing and interested in someone because they have money. But now you've got somebody here who may be coming towards you, where now you have gone through this, this change. So this is quite interesting. So I feel, you know, we've got the Emperor, the Empress. Now this person here, they could be an Aries, they could be Sagittarius. There's definitely fire. They could be a Scorpio. But I feel it's telling you to just trust your inner knowing. Now, what's so interesting is this person already knows everything they need to know. They already know they're dealing with an Empress. So if they communicate in a way and they don't say anything, I feel like they already know somehow, but it's telling you to be a little mysterious. Keep some things to yourself. Don't share too much too fast with this person to see if they're still interested. It's telling you to be wise, to trust your inner knowing. You already know. Yeah, I think you already know what you're going to do. Do you already know about this person coming in? Now, there could be someone here too. I do see Queen of Swords twice. There could be someone here who could be telling someone something about you. They could be a friend who's maybe even a Gemini or a Libra, maybe another Aquarius. Because I do feel there could be another person. But just like I say, it's often someone who gives someone advice too. Could be unwanted advice, but it's also sometimes a person talking about you to somebody else, giving them information. Too much, too fast. But I feel for most of you, this is your own energy, tempering your words. So, and it's not just an energy of being kind and compassionate and watching, thinking before you speak. It's about telling someone too much, okay, about you too fast. Because you don't want someone who's chasing you for money. I actually feel like we have an Emperor here, and I feel like they're coming back around. But it's somebody who, after a period of time, kind of looks at things differently, seeing you differently. There's something different about you. Well, you speak your mind. You've gone through change. Yeah, you've been hurt, maybe once or twice. But the interesting thing about this one person, they're also very cautious. One of these people, definitely, I don't think you're going to let them back in. They could be anyone, but you're going to know because it's going to feel off, something they say to you. Now, the other person is an Emperor. This is someone who's mastered all the elements of the King. So they've learned a lot of lessons as well. So it's an energy of learning to be patient. But it's also about whether to invest in a situation. Okay, whether you're invested for the right reasons and vice versa. So it's all how this played out. It's telling you to look at how something played out. See, going to weigh the pros and the cons of a situation. See, I feel it's this Emperor. They're weighing the pros and the cons. Could be someone comparing you to someone else. Comparing things that somebody says at one time. Yeah, so whatever you do, speak your truth, stay in your integrity, okay? But it could even be yourself weighing the pros and the cons, comparing one person to another, because it looks like you're going down another path here. You're ready for love. Like you're ready to, risk it again. So that's why I feel putting on the brakes. Make sure I do feel like you took your power back from someone here. Someone who wouldn't make up their mind. They weren't putting any effort. Maybe you put a lot of work and effort into something here. So, but this is you putting on the brakes and taking control. You're no longer ruled by your emotions. But it's also about balance. I feel like you need to balance everything out here. It's a head and heart. Balancing head and heart, I feel, is important right now. Yeah. But I'm trying to figure out more about this Emperor. Tell me more about the Emperor. Who are they? Somebody who has some kind of regret. Someone has some kind of regret. Maybe they feel a little ashamed, or they were focused on the cups that were spilled. It could have to do with another person. You'll likely know. I feel like you probably know who this is. But it has to do with being patient and investing. Should I or shouldn't I? So see, someone has regrets here. Now, I don't know if it's you or them, this back and forth, energy. See, one minute this person feels like there's some kind of hope, but they're being cautious. And the next minute they feel like there's no hope. Or they have regrets for something here. Yeah, and it could be yourself. Maybe you were a little harsh. Maybe you're the one who has a little bit of regret. But the cups are spilled. This is someone who didn't focus on the connection that was in front of them. That's why I feel it. Someone compared you to someone else. Maybe they chose another person. I don't know. But whatever's going to happen here, this is an energy of two people talking. See, they didn't focus on the connection. They didn't focus on the Two of Cups. They have some kind of regret here. So somebody made a bad choice, a life path choice decision. But honestly, I still feel some of you got two things going to happen here. Multiple opportunities. Often you won't see it coming. Okay. One of them, the clue I think is you cut them out because they wouldn't make up their mind. Between you and maybe another person, they had other options. But I do feel like things are starting to turn in your favor, but you can see the change, the abundance. See how things have changed. So somebody seeing that too. You have options, but it's an energy of looking at the possibilities and a little fantasizing here. Definitely a little romanticizing. Somebody here who maybe regrets for not being more romantic, or maybe treating you like they did, or they couldn't make up their mind. But just watch out for anyone who tries to manipulate, where they just kind of keep all their feelings to themselves. They offer you one little cup. So this is what I feel like you're going to do. You're only going to offer up a little bit, because you're going to be cautious. The Empress is often cautious. The Empress has been hurt. This is how the Empress becomes the Empress. Yeah, see, you can see here. There's an energy of 3. But I do see some positive news, some kind of positive change. Now, it does look like somebody relocating, coming back to town kind of energy. Now, it's possible this person could reach out and want to see you. Somebody may want to see you. They may want to meet someplace. If you're doing online dating or anything, still, again, don't share too much about where you live, the vehicle you drive, nothing, okay? Don't say much. Even though you may be proud of your achievements, you may want to share them with someone. Keep those things to yourself and just be wise to see if somebody is coming towards you with the best intentions. Because I feel there's one person here. I actually feel there's an energy of beautiful mutual between you and one person. I feel like you see eye to eye. You're on the same page. But I feel that there's somebody here that I don't think this is someone who will ever change. They might try to convince you they have. Whatever may happen here, but it's telling you to be careful. Okay? So you'll figure out. The person I feel is the one that you had to make up their mind for them. That's the person I feel who, I feel they may have went with somebody. And this could be something that's already happened some time ago. They already chose another person, maybe even moved and relocated, and they're now coming back around because it wasn't successful. Maybe they weren't a good provider. Now, also there's someone here who, this is where I see the Sag energy. Somebody here who's tries to avoid conflict. They've tempered their passions. They're ready to try something different. It's somebody who actually comes in different. I feel like you know them. So to me, it just looks like growing up, leveling up, that kind of energy, life path changing levels. But yeah, it's also an energy of approaching someone if they're single. Yeah, see, some of you may give the impression that you want to be single. It's possibly even told someone that they told another person. So this is why I feel watch what you say to other people when you're out and about or to friends and stuff, because there could be communication being relayed. But it has to do with someone coming in right. And I actually feel you have a person who's going to. And I do feel someone here has regrets for not being more patient. But I do feel somebody here has really good morals and values. I do think that you'll get each other. I do feel there's someone here. I feel they're both your type, but one of them I feel is, not only are they coming in right, they're also somebody who's a little bit more patient. Okay? Somebody who will treat you right. They've got in control of their passions. They're not going to be super flirty or fiery, or because one of these people is really flirty. Like they come in and they kind of feel like they can just, come right back in kind of energy. That's the vibe I'm getting from them. But I think they manipulate. I think there's someone here who hides behind a mask. I feel there's somebody who could possibly take advantage. And it's almost like the grass is always greener person too. One of these people, the grass is always greener. They're always chasing the next best thing. So this is why I feel you're wise to this. Wow, Aquarius. Just be wise. But if you have a friend in a social circle, they could be telling this person that you just want to be single. So I don't know if you've raised the bar high, because often the Empress, someone who's been hurt with the Queen of Swords, raises that bar so high that this person feels like you're out of their league or the situation's out of reach. So you might need to lower that sword a little bit for one of these people. But I feel like you're open to talk to anyone who comes in, but I feel like you're just very wise. Yeah, I feel like you've got options, and it's possible too, you might even tell someone you have other options. If somebody chose someone else or treated you wrong, you may have said that at one point. Your own pride got in the way and let them, told them, oh, don't worry about it. I have lots of options. I'm good. Yeah, lots of people do that. It's okay. It's how you're coping. But I feel some of you actually do at this point, because I see change for the better. So, but I really feel a lot of this is just looking at how a situation played out. Okay. Yeah, how something's played out. And I think the Emperor's looking at that too. So with the talk, the people involved. There's a lot of positive here. It's just somebody, and it's not so much a reconciliation because I feel like it's something that never really went anywhere with two people to begin with. So we have someone who's enjoying the fruits of their labor, but what you want to do is make sure somebody doesn't want to enjoy the fruits of your labor. That's what I feel like you have to watch out for. If they didn't want you before and they couldn't make up their mind, they're indecisive. I mean, it's possible this is someone who just failed to see. Sometimes people do, right? Their life path choices, and they fail to see that someone here is very independent. They take care of themselves. They don't really need anybody. But often, sometimes people who've been hurt give the impression they just want to be single. They're good. They're independent. So if you've had someone who's pushed you away because they felt you were chasing them for money, you're going to end up, and people do this all the time, then they end up going, you know, I'm good, I'm independent. And I feel like you are, but, and obviously you've been working very hard here. I feel you know your worth and value. I feel like you've done a lot of inner work here, but I also feel like you work very hard. I feel like you're very smart, very capable. I see a house and a home, all these things. You have everything you need. So, and this is what I feel like you're projecting. So, or you're just telling people, and it's possible some of you could be trying to decide whether you just want to be single or not because you've been hurt. But one of these people, I really feel one of these people is different. Okay, they're different. They're more patient. They're definitely an emperor. They're stable financially. They are someone who works hard as well. They have a house and a home. So I don't know if it's someone who regrets comparing you to someone else, or they couldn't make up their mind. Okay. Or you're going to do that. It's normal to compare because when you compare someone, you're comparing, do they act like this? Do they behave like that? I mean, you definitely want somebody who's stable. You want somebody who can also provide and give you something. You don't want to be the one to have to do all the work or to provide everything for another person. So, but one of these people is definitely much better than the other. And they could be new. I don't know. But to me, it looks like it's two different people coming back around. But you have changed. Now, I also see some of you maybe moved and relocated. So it could be someone who reaches out and they want to know where you live. Okay. Now, if it is online dating or social media, and it is someone you know is in your community or not too far away, do meet them someplace public. Do not tell this person where you live. Okay. Unless you know that you can trust them and they're somebody that you've known for some time. Because I feel like you got someone here who wants to enjoy the fruits of someone else's labor. Okay. Okay, say, whatever you're manifesting, be careful what you wish for. You may just get it. But I actually feel like one of these people is somebody that you already know. Yeah, they're very sincere. It's an energy of looking for sincerity. So they are someone who will take it slow, happy to be friends first. They're not in a rush. One of these people is going to try to rush you into something, probably a commitment. Okay, because they either don't have any money or they may act like they do when they don't, whatever their scenario. I mean, they could be somewhat stable, but I feel it's somebody who's chasing someone because they want someone who can provide for them, and it's a masculine. They want to enjoy the fruits of someone else's labor. So, like I say, I would be a little cautious. Yeah. So some of you have someone who is stable. They look out for themselves. They're good, but there's somebody else here who actually doesn't have someone here. The situation does not serve you. So I do see balancing head and heart and being wise in making this choice. Yeah. Because I feel one of them is very calm, very patient. They're different. And this is where you're going to compare. You're going to see one of them's different from the other, regardless of the scenario. One of them is willing to take it slow, date in a traditional manner. You might decide if it's online dating to just meet someplace out in public where there's lots of people around. Lots of people, it says here, because the Seven of Cups is there. Because you have to kind of plan and prepare ahead and look at how something can play out. But yeah, online dating can be scary business. So I feel like you're getting a little bit of a heads up here. Okay. Yeah. See, conflict, competition, chaos, drama. So this is what I feel like you need to. And I also feel too, and looking at gossip. Okay. People who get involved, gossiping. This is a lot of gossip, a lot of people talking. So there is something exciting here. So, but yeah, whoever this is, they're stable, they're grounded, they're sensible. And they are someone who's playing it safe. They're going to be cautious like yourself. But the other person, I don't think they'll ever show their true self. I really don't think. It's Mercury energy, communication. Now I do see possible Virgo. I also see a Gemini, Taurus cusp, Taurus, Cancer, strong Sag energy, Aries, possible Scorpio, Mars energy, Pisces, yeah. So there you go. Yeah, lots of air here too. There's some, like I say, Gemini, could be Libra. Yeah. So like I say, getting a little bit of a heads up. Take off the rose-colored glasses and see. Okay. Yeah. If you're feeling indecisive and you can't make up your mind, okay, just tell somebody, you know, just wait a bit. You know, they have to be patient. You want someone who's sincere, and I do feel it's an energy of someone who's sincere. They want to actually ask you out. So this person also is willing to try something different. So there it is. It's an energy of someone who comes in right. So they may have Libra in their chart. They're fair. Okay. But it's an energy of coming in right. And I do see that too. Maybe you told somebody that someone has to come in right, you know, come in right. Or don't come at all. I know the tarot's all about that. So I imagine there's a lot of people actually using that. Maybe not those exact words, but yeah, it does look like it's been used here. So, and maybe even with a couple people, or you've told someone else and there was gossip and they told another person, so they are coming in right. Because someone here has regrets. They feel like there's no hope. You see, it's also someone who feels responsible. See, they maybe feel responsible and they feel bad about something, but you see baggage is being released. Someone's releasing all their baggage. But it's an energy, whether someone's reliable, dependable. So I feel like you're going to compare. Okay? And it could be someone blaming you for what someone else did too. So if you have somebody who comes in and there is something, a fight or an argument, they caused a lot of drama, with friends or family, whatever the situation, if they don't come in and take responsibility for those actions, that's the person that you know that you need to cut out. Okay? Someone who's maybe even been cut out before, who knows? It all depends on your situations here. But I feel like you have someone who comes in right and they're fair. So it's telling you also temper your words and be fair. Yeah, you got someone here, I feel, who did not treat you right. I feel they're already cut out. I don't think this person has I don't think there's any hope for that person to change. I feel like they just are who they are. They're a manipulator. You might even have several people like that, because I also see there's a possibility of a third energy here. So I feel like you're getting some kind of test from the universe here. A lot of people don't believe in that, but I see it, and I've been seeing that for a few signs who are getting the test here to see if you've learned all those lessons. See, once you learn those lessons, that's when the right person comes in. Whatever the lessons are, speaking up, speaking your truth, you know, learning to stand up for yourself, but also in a kind and compassionate way. And you know, using your mind wisely too, trusting your own intuition. And I actually feel that's another lesson. Yeah, you've got love coming in. You have a person who's kind and compassionate, someone who wants love. I do feel they're an emperor. This is someone who's also doing some inner work. They could be working on their house and home, clearing things up, clearing things out. They're getting ready. They're planning for something. So you might get an invitation here, but really watch out for people who you don't know. They aren't in your social circle, online dating. Really be careful of someone here trying to take advantage of you. I really feel that you've got a person here who does not, I don't necessarily feel they're up to anything. Okay, really bad. I just feel this is someone who wants to enjoy the fruits of someone else's labor. Plain and simple. This is a person who's all about family, home, and they're also can be very generous, not only with their feelings, but they're generous they like to give gifts. This is often someone who, you know, they come in right, they treat someone right. But it's also an energy of someone kind of exploring their feelings a little. So it's I feel another lesson for yourself is to be patient. Let this person kind of do things, process how they need to feel on their own. They have a right to feel the way they feel. So it's somebody comes in as the knight and then they become the king. Okay? So give them a chance to process. Yeah, until they feel confident. Because if you try to rush or share too much too fast or overwhelm them, it's very possible this is someone who could take off in the other direction. I mean, maybe this is something that happened with that been there, done that energy at the top. So, but I really feel it's just an energy of two people connecting. And I do think you're going to keep this to yourselves. Talk, disconnect from other people to avoid gossip and talk. And you're going to, but really be careful. Like again, I got to remind you, watch out for that person you meet. You may feel really comfortable with someone you meet online and they may try to get you away from everybody. So watch that. Anyone who tries to take control, they try to, don't get in anyone's vehicle and go somewhere, no matter how comfortable you feel with them. Okay, most of you don't need to be told this, but it's here. And when it's here, I have to tell you. Because sometimes people just live in the moment and they don't think. They just go for it. So, okay. Yeah. And it's here. I have to say something. Just so it's in a person's mind. Not that you wouldn't think of it yourself, but yeah, anyone who tries to say, hey, let's get away from here. I want to get you alone so we can just talk. If you know the person, not a problem, right? But if they're anyone you've had arguments with or fights or there's been chaos, conflict, or a lot of drama, you might want to avoid that. Especially if you have Sag in your own chart, because that's Sagittarius tries to avoid conflict. See, they try to avoid it. And that's what I feel that energy is with that Six of Swords there, with the one person that's coming in. Yeah, so I feel this is actually quite good though. And I feel like you've got this. I really do for most of you. But I see your sword coming out twice, or you have a friend who is a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius who is going to, it could be a mother or somebody too. Mother figure, maybe giving advice. Yeah. Little matchmaking sometimes when I see that too. But I also see an energy of jealousy. So watch out for that person who gets kind of jealous in your social circle, who causes chaos, conflict, and drama as well. Sometimes it's a frenemy, especially if you're the one with all the options. All right, Aquarius. Yeah, just be wise. I feel like you already know, like I say, I feel like it's telling you to just keep some things to yourself. Don't tell somebody about everything you have, everything about you, where you live online. Okay? Or even if you meet them someplace with people, don't tell them too much. Just see if this person's interested in you for the right reasons. Okay? Take care, and we'll see you soon.